Hey everyone, guess what? We are talking about one of my favorite things today, and I'm going to start by asking Barry some questions. So Barry, if we were walking and I held a door open for you, what would you say?
I'd say thank you.
And if I gave you a present, like say for your birthday, what would you say?
I'd say, wow, thanks you. Thanks for remembering.
And if we're having dinner and I pass you the mashed potatoes, what do you say then?
I would say thank you. I'm so grateful to have these mashed potatoes.
So I'm guessing a lot of you have said thank you before. I can hear your parents in the background. They may sometimes say, what do you say when somebody gives you something? And right, then you say thank you. But these words, thank you and thankfulness, grateful and gratitude, Barry, what does that actually mean?
I think it means that we're recognizing the other person's kindness, we're seeing it and we're feeling it and we're acknowledging it and not taking it for granted, but seeing that it's actually a conscious act for someone that they've done for us and they've thought enough about us to do something nice for us, and we want to acknowledge it by saying thank you. That's why a lot of times when little people, when we're talking about this, we call them magic words. What are your magic words? And please and thank you are the magic words because they help people feel connected and feel appreciated, which is important.
That's true. And there are so many different things that we can be thankful for. Some of them are things about us, and some of them are about the things that we have around us. And that is what those words mean. It's, what do you have going on? What do you have in your life? And what are the special things that come along? And just really being able to say, hey, I appreciate having these things around. So for me, some of the things just about your body even, and everybody's body is a little different, but there's so many cool things that your body can do. And why would you not say thank you for that? Like, thank you for this body that can, maybe it can run, or maybe it's great at reading. Maybe it's your senses, like thank you for the things I see and the things I hear and the things I can taste. There's so many things about me. Thank you for my feelings, right? I'm so grateful that I can decide how to feel about things. So there's things about me actually that I like to say thank you for. What about you, Barry? What else can we say thank you for?
I think we can say thank you for all the things around us, like this time of year, especially, there's so much beauty around us, in just this beautiful, beautiful day that we're experiencing now. And we know it's going to get cold and it's going to get snowy, but we can really appreciate all that's around us this day, beautiful nature, and we can be out in nature. And another thing I think we can be thankful for is friends and family, that, in this time when we're closed in, I think it really reminds us of how much we love to be with each other and how much our friends mean something to us. And so the things that are around us, these kind of things that orbit around us, are something that gives our life meaning and it brings us joy. And I think we can be thankful for that. Our pets too.
One of the things I hear you frequently say you're grateful for is the weather, right? Something that we can't control and something that brings sometimes interesting situations, but also a lot of gifts. So the weather is something to be grateful for.
Mm-hmm.
And when you talked about our friends and our family and the people around us, so much of what happens to us involves people that we never even think about. So I want you to think about going to the store, and maybe it's with your grandparents or your parents, and you're going to get a new pair of shoes, and you're really excited about your new pair of shoes, and you pick out your shoes and you got your shoes. And I would say, what are you thankful for? And you would probably say, oh, I'm so thankful for my new shoes, right? But I bet you're also thankful for the person that bought you the shoes, right? And then think about all the people involved in those shoes. Like someone at some point designed that shoe, somebody picked out the materials, somebody put it together, somebody put it on a truck and brought it to the store, someone at the store put it on the shelf. There are so many people involved just in buying a pair of shoes that you could really be grateful for. So think about all the other people that are involved in everything that you're doing that you can be grateful for. Another thing I'm really interested in is the feeling of being grateful. What about that, Barry?
Well, I think you feel better when you're grateful, and I know that it's been proven scientifically because we love to prove things, but it does make us feel better when we're being grateful, and when we acknowledge people who are nice to us, we kind of draw more of that into our lives, and it just gives us a feeling of being connected with other people, and it makes us want to be more kind too. You know, like you said, the thing of opening the door for someone. When somebody does that for you, you know, you start to think, wow, that was really nice. I ought to do that sometimes, you know, and it keeps us from taking all the good things that we have for granted. And I think that's important.
So I want everybody to think about something that they are grateful for, something you would say thank you for, and then picture in your body where you feel that. Do you feel it in your fingers? Do you feel it in your feet? Maybe you feel it in your heart. But just saying those words, thank you, can actually create a feeling in your body, which I think is a cool thing. Another thing about gratitude and saying thank you is that it's a pretty cool spiritual practice. Do you do the spiritual practice, Barry?
I do. You know, I think I have an incredible amount of things to be thankful for. And so I try to remember those when I'm doing my meditations, and just to take a time to pause for all the good things that I have and to say thank you. And I think thank you is a very powerful prayer. You know, it's just acknowledging all the gifts that we're given. It's easy to focus on things that are going wrong, or things we don't have, or things that have gone bad. But I think it's a great spiritual practice to focus on the things that we're thankful for. And a lot of people do that with a little journal, and they write in there things every night before they go to bed. What are 10 things that I'm thankful for? And just keep working at it to get more into a gratitude frame of mind, and to bring that to each new situation we come into.
So there are some pretty cool spiritual pieces of this. One of them is when I say thank you, and I'm focused on the things that I have that I'm really grateful for, there's this law of attraction, and you are likely to attract even more things into your life to be grateful for. So that is a cool thing. And also just saying the words thank you. Some people say that that is the most powerful prayer that you can actually say, are the words thank you. So if you are not feeling that great and you start to think about the things that you're grateful for, that shifts your spiritual energy. So that's another cool way to think about it. Also, what about when should I pray, Barry?
Well, it's good to have regular times of gratitude. I think one of the things that's great for a family to do is to sit down at dinner and to give thanks. You know, some people call it saying grace, but I think it's sometimes it's good to go around the table and just have everybody say something that they're grateful for, and to bring a sense of focus in that moment to what we're grateful for. You know, we live in a world where it's easy for people to complain and easy for people to scream. I think if we bring our attention to gratitude, we're going to see more and more things to be grateful for, because we're going to notice them more. We're going to want to have things to say when we get to the dinner table that we're grateful for, and we're going to attract that into our lives.
So I hear you saying that I can do this at dinner, or maybe when I go to bed, or maybe when I'm not feeling that great and I want to shift my energy, or really anytime that I want, I could do that.
Yeah, a lot of times when I do something, you know, I've got to do some kind of a service or some kind of a presentation or something. When I get done, I'll just say, thank you. Thank you. Thanks for helping me get through that. Thank you. And I have kind of this inner friend who I can talk to. And I just say, thanks. Thanks for being with me. To me, that's kind of how I think of spirit. It's a friend that's with me all the time, and it is helping me stay calm and stay focused, and also bring joy to whatever I do.
Okay, so friends, we know you already say thank you on a regular basis. And so we're asking you to do that even more often, which should be pretty easy because 1, it's easy to say thank you. 2, you're probably already doing it. And 3, there are so many different things in your life to be grateful for. So lots of ways that you can say thank you. And we actually have a few kind of fun ones to tell you about. So there's a thing called the appreciation alphabet game. And you could do this with your family or with a group of people. And the first person says something that they're grateful for that starts with A, like maybe Aunt Maggie. And the next person would say something that starts with B, like maybe butterscotch, right? So, and you would go around and do the whole alphabet. Some other things you can do is you can think of a theme like animals and think of all the animals that you're grateful for. Or you can even set a time and say, okay, 1 minute, how many things can you think of that you're grateful for? And I've even heard of some people who created little tags that said thank you. And when they would go to the grocery store or they would go places, they would actually hand somebody a little thank you note so that they would know that they were grateful for them and appreciated. So there are so many ways you could do this, and there's lots of ways that you're doing it already. And we have an affirmation today that is about your attitude. So your attitude is how you're acting and how you're feeling, right? Your attitude. Our affirmation is, I have an attitude of gratitude. Attitude of gratitude. And we are going to finish up with a little song here. All right.
So this is a little gratitude song, a simple gratitude song, and I'll just say a couple of things that I'm thankful for. But I'm thankful for this day. I think one of the things that's important is to be thankful for the day that you're in. We always like to look ahead of special days that are coming up or getting finished with this thing, getting on to the next one. But this day that we have right here, it's a great thing to be thankful for. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friend. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friend. Thank you for my family, Spirit. Thank you for my family. Thank you for my family, Spirit. Thank you for my family. My beautiful, beautiful, beautiful family. My beautiful, beautiful, beautiful family. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day.
Excellent. All right, friends. Thank you for you, and we'll see you next time.